In a world increasingly overwhelmed and suffocated by the weight of empty rhetoric and hollow promises, one man rose to address the prevailing chaos and uncertainty. He did so with a resolute commitment to truth and authenticity. This beacon of clarity and honesty emerged from an unlikely setting, Burkina Faso. There, the nation's acting president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, found himself at the center of immense pressure and scrutiny. Many observers anticipated that he would capitulate, yielding to the demands and expectations around him, conforming to norms of governance that often prioritize political expediency over genuine leadership. However, against all odds, Captain Traoré chose a different path. He ignited a powerful spark of inspiration that resonated not only within his own country, but also echoed far and wide across the globe. His decision to stand firm in his beliefs and confront the challenges facing his nation head-on sent ripples of courage throughout the international community. It drew attention to the broader implications of his leadership style and the values he embodies. This situation transcends mere political narratives. It represents a pivotal moment of reckoning for the country and perhaps for the world at large. It serves as a stark reminder of the importance of integrity in leadership. It showcases a profound lesson in dignity amidst dissent and turmoil. Furthermore, it is emblematic of a triumph of hope. It demonstrates that, in the face of adversity, the power of truth can illuminate even the darkest of times and inspire collective resilience. This is not just a fleeting episode in the annals of politics. Rather, it is an enduring testament to the possibilities that arise when a leader boldly embraces authenticity and channels the genuine aspirations of the people he serves. In doing so, Captain Traoré has not only altered the course of his own nation, but has also sparked a conversation about the values we collectively hold dear, in a time when they are often tested. It began as a deliberate setup, a carefully crafted scenario designed to provoke and entertain. The stage was set on a French talk show, renowned for its penchant for controversy and sensationalism. This particular show had gained a reputation for sparking heated debates and divisive opinions. It was set to feature a host, known equally for his sharp tongue and biting mockery. This host had made a career out of ridiculing his guests. He often used sarcasm and disdain as his primary tools, ensuring the atmosphere was charged with tension from the very beginning. In this instance, a young African leader was invited onto the show. His presence was not sought for genuine insights or enriching perspectives he might bring to a discussion. Instead, he was brought on primarily as a target for the host's scorn. The expectation was that he would be subjected to an onslaught of derision and disrespect. The intention behind this invitation was clear to the audience. It was a calculated move aimed at humiliation, stripping away dignity, and elevating the host's standing by belittling another. The weapon of choice was condescension, with the hope that the young leader would falter under the weight of ridicule. However, what transpired next took everyone by surprise and dramatically flipped the script. Contrary to expectations, the young leader handled the situation with remarkable poise and grace. Instead of succumbing to the planned mockery and condescending remarks, he responded with wit and wisdom. He disarmed the host's attempts to undermine him. His confidence and depth of knowledge shone through as he articulated his vision and experiences. He effectively turned what was supposed to be a moment of embarrassment into an opportunity for empowerment. This unexpected turn of events not only left the audience in awe, but also showcased a deeper narrative about resilience and the strength of character in the face of adversity. The tables had turned. Now, the host was left grappling with the consequences of underestimating the very individual he had sought to belittle. Captain Traoré, at the age of 36, stood as a distinguished soldier. He was adorned with numerous medals and honors that attested to his bravery and exceptional service on the battlefield. He was also revered as a formidable revolutionary leader, known for his ability to galvanize people toward a common cause. Throughout his career, he had developed an impressive capacity to navigate challenging and high-pressure situations. He effectively handled the demands that came with leadership in tumultuous times. However, as he prepared for the upcoming event, he felt an undeniable sense of unease. For this time he faced a unique challenge. This was not merely a matter of military strategy or revolutionary ideals. This was performance politics, a realm that thrived on public perception, media scrutiny, and the intricacies of charisma in front of a crowd. In this high-stakes environment, where the host seemed intent on eliciting reactions designed to stir controversy and provoke emotional responses, Traoré remained resolute, grounded, and composed. While others might have felt compelled to respond with defensiveness or provoke a reaction of their own, Traoré chose instead to embody poise. He presented himself with an air of calm confidence that spoke to his integrity and depth of character. He understood the importance of maintaining control, not only over his own emotions, but also over the situation at large. As the atmosphere grew increasingly tense, and sharp exchanges punctuated the conversation, where biting jabs aimed to undermine confidence and provoke anger, Traoré responded with clarity. His clarity illuminated the discussion. His words were carefully chosen, crafted to dispel misinformation, while providing a clear, rational perspective that cut through the noise. He addressed the issues at hand with precision, turning potentially explosive moments into opportunities for meaningful engagement. In doing so, he transformed the dynamics of the conversation. He showed that true leadership lies not only in responding to provocation, but also in guiding a dialogue toward understanding and cooperation. By maintaining his composure, Traoré proved that he was not only a soldier and a revolutionary, but also a master of the complex art of communication in the highly intricate world of performance politics. Delarme grows increasingly confrontational. His tone is sharp and accusatory. Delarme, isn't your brand of leadership merely a military coup, disguised with polished rhetoric? The words hang heavily in the air. Traoré takes a moment to collect his thoughts. He pauses, locking eyes directly with the host, a move laden with intensity and purpose. Then, with a measured and deliberate cadence, he responds. Delarme's demeanor escalates in intensity. His voice becomes sharper and more forceful in its delivery as he challenges the narrative being presented. Delarme, isn't your leadership just a military coup dressed in rhetoric? You throw around words that sound noble, yet they hide the truth beneath a facade of civility. There is a moment of stillness. Traoré takes a deliberate pause. His expression is contemplative as he locks eyes with the host, showing a deep connection, and perhaps a simmering frustration at the question posed. Then, with measured resolve, he responds, Traoré, leadership isn't simply a title one holds or a position one occupies. It is a heavy burden to carry, a burden I shoulder with immense gravity. My only consideration is the lives of those who lie down to sleep in fear, lulled by the echoing sound of gunfire that has become their nightly lullaby. They awaken with parched throats, lacking even the most basic necessity of life, clean water. Their struggles. Traoré pulls a letter from his jacket. Traoré, may I read a letter? It's from a child. Her name is Awa. He reads in a child's handwriting describing life in a village under threat. The fear, the hope she finds in seeing soldiers bringing books instead of bullets. The audience tears up. Even the cameraman's hand trembles. That moment it broke through the noise. It became human. It became real. An older woman stands resolutely in the center of the bustling studio. Her presence commands attention with a quiet strength. As she speaks, her voice quivers, revealing the weight of her emotions and the depth of her lived experiences. Each word she utters seems to carry the essence of countless stories, trials, and triumphs that resonate deeply with those listening. Among the audience, a woman from the crowd stands out. Her voice rises above the noise of the moment. Your hope. We see you. We thank you, she declares. Her words are infused with sincerity and profound gratitude. This simple yet powerful statement encapsulates a collective feeling shared by many. It acknowledges the resilience and courage that the older woman represents. In an instant, applause erupts throughout the studio. It isn't merely a polite response. It's an emotional outpouring of appreciation and recognition for the strength of the woman who has bravely shared her voice. As the applause swells, Delarme, standing nearby, is visibly shaken. His expression betrays the impact of the moment. He seems taken aback, perhaps realizing the power of communal support and the deep connections that can form in moments of vulnerability. Within that studio, an undeniable shift occurs. In the bustling studio where the event is taking place, an older woman stands out among the crowd. Her figure is steady, yet her voice betrays a hint of vulnerability as it quivers with emotion. The atmosphere resonates with a palpable sense of anticipation and solidarity. Woman in crowd, you are hope. We see you. We thank you. As she speaks, her words carry a weight that transcends mere sentiment. They are a profound acknowledgement of the struggles and victories shared among those present. The crowd does not merely respond with polite applause. Instead, an eruption of sound fills the room. A wave of appreciation swells and envelopes the studio in a warm embrace. Delarme, the focus of this heartfelt tribute, stands noticeably shaken. His composure momentarily falters under the weight of such sincere recognition and gratitude. In that moment, within the confines of that studio, something significant and transformative occurred. It was as if the very fabric of the environment underwent a change. It shed its previous layers of skepticism and despair. The walls that once echoed with cynicism seemed to crack, letting in fresh air and a new perspective. Dignity, often overshadowed by the noise of theatrics and melodrama, emerged as the true victor in this heartfelt exchange. It asserted itself more powerfully than any dramatic display ever could. The energy in the room shifted from one of mere performance to a meaningful connection. A shared humanity resonated deeply among all present, illustrating just how powerful words of gratitude and recognition can be. Within just a few hours, the moment captured on video transcended its initial reach. It became a viral sensation. Millions of individuals found themselves compelled to share the clip. This indicated not only its widespread popularity, but also its significant emotional impact. As people circulated the video through social media platforms, they ignited conversations that resonated far beyond mere view counts. It was not just a series of fleeting glimpses. It sparked a profound feeling within viewers. This moment served as a reckoning for many. It prompted individuals to reflect on their own stories and struggles. As the news spread across Africa and resonated with audiences separated by vast oceans, the moment took on layered meaning, rich with significance. For countless viewers, it represented something far more critical than the event itself. It encapsulated the essence of representation. The clip became a powerful symbol of visibility. It showcased narratives and identities that had often been marginalized or misrepresented in mainstream media. People recognized themselves, their cultures, and their histories in what they saw. This sparked a wave of pride and solidarity. The moment urged individuals to share their own stories and experiences. It created a movement that celebrated diversity and aimed to break stereotypes. In this way, it transcended geographical boundaries. It drew people together in a shared acknowledgement of their existence and experiences. It ignited a global conversation about recognition, equality, and the power of seeing oneself reflected in the world around them. In just a matter of hours, the moment transcended geographical boundaries and became a viral sensation. It captivated the attention of millions as they eagerly shared the impactful clip across various social media platforms. This phenomenon was not merely a matter of accumulating views. It evolved into something far more significant. It sparked a deep emotional response that resonated with countless individuals. A feeling that was palpable and profound. It became a reckoning, a moment of awakening. It compelled people to reflect on their identities, experiences, and the narratives that had shaped them. As the clip circulated, it wasn't just entertainment or fleeting amusement. It instigated a powerful collective memory that connected people to one another across different cultures and backgrounds. The shared experience ignited discussions and introspection about the legacy of representation and acknowledgement in the media. It signified a turning point where individuals could see themselves mirrored in the visual narrative. This created a strong bond of empathy and understanding. This moment held a much more impactful meaning that extended far beyond borders. It became a symbol of representation. In Africa and across the vast oceans, viewers found solace and strength in the recognition of their stories being told. It highlighted the importance of visibility in media. It celebrated diverse voices and perspectives that had often been marginalized or overlooked. The clip wasn't just a fleeting moment. It inspired a movement that emphasized the need for inclusive storytelling. It shone a light on the rich tapestry of cultures and experiences that deserve to be shared and validated. Traoré is invited back. This time he brings guests. A humble nurse who treated thousands during conflict. A professor who stayed behind to teach when others fled. A refugee boy who now dreams of becoming a doctor to save lives. This time, Traoré didn't come to defend himself. He came to share the stage, showing that leadership is a chorus, not a solo. The studio fell silent again, but this time in reverence. In a charged atmosphere, Delarme found himself cornered. The pressure mounted as he sensed that time was running out. In a moment of desperation and frustration, he lashes out. His voice rises above the murmurs of the crowd. Delarme, but your reforms are just empty promises. Where is the tangible proof to back up your words? How can we believe in what you're saying when we've seen so little action? In response to his challenge, Traoré casts a gentle, reassuring smile. It reminds everyone of his composure amidst the critique. He reaches into his bag, retrieving a sleek tablet that glimmers under the stage lights. With deliberate precision, he begins to scroll through images and data. He showcases a wealth of progress, captured in striking visuals. The screen fills with photographs of newly rebuilt schools, vibrant and welcoming, bustling with eager learners. Clinic openings that promise healthcare to underserved communities flash by. Each image is a testament to hope and rejuvenation. The stark contrast between barren land, now dotted with newly dug wells, speaks volumes about the tangible changes taking place in the most affected areas. Traoré, history won't remember insults or fleeting criticisms. But it will never forget the real impact of our actions, the lives touched and the futures shaped. Look at the evidence. This is not just talk. It is a testament to what can be achieved. As Traoré's words sink in, there's a deliberate pause. The air is thick with anticipation. The impact of his statement resonates deeply with the audience, creating a palpable shift in the atmosphere. The mic drop moment is profound. It draws gasps from the crowd. Their expressions reflect awe and contemplation. Delarme, caught off guard and momentarily silenced, is at a loss for words. He is forced to confront the overwhelming stream of evidence presented before him. And just like that, in an extraordinary exchange that shifted the dynamic of the conversation, the moment was firmly sealed. It was not marked by an outburst of anger or heated words. Instead, it was defined by a resolute commitment to action. A call for progress that transcended mere rhetoric. In this exchange, the power of evidence over empty words illuminated the path forward. It left behind the shadows of doubt and paved the way for hope and transformation. Delarme, feeling cornered and desperate, begins to lash out at his opponent with palpable frustration. His voice carries a sharp edge that underscores his skepticism and doubt. He asserts, "But your reforms are just promises. Where's the proof?" His challenge hangs in the air, a direct strike aimed at the integrity of Traoré's claims. In response, Traoré, embodying calm confidence, smiles gently. His smile seems to hold both patience and understanding. With a deliberate and measured gesture, he pulls out a sleek tablet. It is a symbol of modernity and transparency. As he turns the device toward the audience, a series of vibrant images and compelling data begins to flash across the screen. Viewers can see real-time visuals of schools that have been rebuilt from the ground up. They illustrate the tangible results of his proposed reforms. Alongside these pictures are clips of thriving clinics, filled with hope, bringing health care to underserved communities. Additionally, there are images depicting wells that have been expertly dug. They showcase progress in vital resources like clean water, which is essential for any thriving society. As Traoré presents this evidence, he eloquently states, "History won't remember insults, but it will never forget impact." His words resonate powerfully in the room. Each syllable is carefully chosen to underscore the weight of his argument. The room becomes charged with energy as the audience processes the profound truth it carries. The notion that empty insults may fade from memory, while tangible impacts will be etched in history, serves as a compelling counterpoint to Delarme's accusations. The atmosphere shifts dramatically. It is as if the air itself has thickened with the gravity of the moment. Traoré's message, delivered with such conviction, acts as a decisive pivot in the exchange. The audience gasps as they absorb the visual proof, juxtaposed against Delarme's empty rhetoric. Suddenly, the weight of Delarme's words feels lightweight, in comparison to the newfound reality revealed by Traoré. In an abrupt turn, Delarme falls silent. His voice, once filled with accusations, is now stifled. He seems stunned by the overwhelming evidence laid bare before him. The realization dawns that actions speak louder than words, especially when those actions are backed by measurable outcomes. And just like that, the moment was sealed in the minds of everyone present. Not with the heat of anger or the bitterness of conflict, but with a profound sense of determination and action. The audience, now ignited by the possibilities that lay ahead, understands that they have witnessed not just a debate. They have seen the dawn of a potential future, shaped by real progress and accountability. The media landscape was suddenly ablaze with turmoil and discontent, directed at Delarme. The fervor of public opinion manifested in headlines that shifted dramatically. They echoed the outrage and disappointment that had built up in the wake of his recent actions. Critics were relentless. They dissected every statement he made, every move he took. This illustrated how quickly the tides can turn when perception collides with reality. It became clear to everyone that the distinction was stark. There was a recognizable chasm, separating mere performance from genuine purpose. The people began to discern the difference between actions driven by ego, those seeking validation and attention, and those born out of true empathy and concern for others. The media landscape quickly turned its gaze toward Delarme. It unleashed a torrent of critical commentary that reverberated across platforms and sparked public debate. The headlines transformed. They illustrated a stark shift from his previous portrayals of success and authority to a more nuanced understanding of responsibility and accountability. In this turbulent atmosphere, the world recognized a profound distinction. It became increasingly clear that there is a significant contrast between mere performance, which often prioritizes superficial metrics of success, and genuine purpose, which speaks to the heart of human experience and intention. Additionally, the dichotomy between ego, which seeks personal validation and recognition, and empathy, which fosters connection and understanding among people, became apparent in the unfolding narrative. Days later, Delarme made his reappearance in the public eye. He was visibly altered by the recent events. In a surprising turn, he chose to issue a public apology. However, this was not merely a calculated maneuver to regain lost ratings or to salvage a tarnished image. Rather, it stemmed from a deep sense of introspection and personal growth he had undergone. Delarme, I was wrong. I misjudged a man who leads with more than words. His acknowledgement of error reflected a willingness, not only to confront his past misjudgments, but also to embrace the lessons learned from the experience. His statement resonated with sincerity. It highlighted the importance of recognizing the humanity in others. In response to this unexpected display of humility, Traoré stood as a testament to grace and resilience. Rather than reveling in a moment of vindication, he exhibited a tranquil demeanor. He demonstrated that true strength often lies in forgiveness and collaboration. There was no hint of gloating or seeking retribution. Instead, he responded with heartfelt gratitude, indicating a mature perspective on the situation. Traoré, let us not dwell on the mistake. Let us build on the moment. His words encapsulated a forward-looking approach. They emphasized the value of learning from mistakes to foster growth and improvement. By encouraging a collective effort to move beyond past grievances and focus on constructive dialogue, Traoré illuminated a path toward reconciliation. This encapsulated the essence of turning adversity into an opportunity for building something greater together. This was an experience that transcended mere television programming. It went beyond the typical realm of politics, which so often is fraught with contention and partisanship. Instead, it represented a poignant vision of what true leadership can encompass. A blueprint for effective guidance and moral integrity in times of uncertainty. It served as a powerful reminder of the efficacy that can stem from qualities such as calmness, compassion, and a steadfast conviction in one's beliefs and principles. These are attributes that resonate deeply, especially in a world that frequently feels chaotic and uncertain. In an age characterized by incessant noise, where opinions can often drown out reasoned dialogue, he made a conscious and deliberate choice to embrace silence. This silence was not a mere absence of sound. Rather, it was a thoughtful response to the overwhelming clamor surrounding him. In a time when the entertainment values of spectacle and grandiloquence often overshadow substance, he opted instead to prioritize depth and meaningful connection over superficial flair. Through these reflective choices and actions, he distinguished himself. He transformed into more than just a leader in traditional terms. He evolved into a powerful symbol, a representation of what leadership can and should aspire to be. His approach is a testament to the strength found in restraint. It challenges others to consider the profound impact of leading with intention and heart, rather than solely commanding attention through dramatic gestures. Captain Ibrahim Traoré reminded the world that dignity, truth, and service still matter. Sometimes the quietest strength is the loudest revolution. If this story moved you, share it. Like, comment with what leadership means to you, and subscribe for more stories.